Thanks everyone, welcome back to the diamond session. Our next presenter is Trésor Resources, and we've got two presenters. We've got Laura Duffett, who's the president and CEO, and Dr. Harrison Cookenboo, who's the senior geologist at Trésor.
Thank you, Alicia. Good morning and welcome to the Diamond Talks. Trésor Resources is small, symbol TRS, listed on the Toronto Venture Exchange. Our high priority target in Trésor is the Guigues Kimberlite pipe, and Dr. Cookenboo has just completed 1,432 meters of HQ drill core on the Guigues Kimberlite pipe. It was a successful program, and we do have examples of our Kimberlite core in our booth. Trésor booth is 2233, so you're welcome to join us and have a look at the drill core after our talk. Trésor is a market cap of $1.4 million. We have 14 million shares issued, and we are moving forward to advance the Guigues Kimberlite pipe. Trésor is excited to advance the Guigues Kimberlite pipe towards the first modern microdiamond testing. The Guigues pipe is 100% owned by Trésor. Guigues' highly encouraging indicator mineral chemistry is closely similar to the De Beers Victor diamond mine, and it differs from the standard model for diamond exploration by being based on a high priority potential source of diamonds from mantle eclogite and lurgillite rocks instead of the standard Hartsbergite G10 sources. So we did pass over our cautionary statements, and Trésor will be talking about forward-looking statements. And at this time, I'd like to introduce you to our senior geologist, Dr. Harrison Cookenboo.
Hi to everybody, and thank you for coming and listening to our little talk. As Laura has said, we have an exploration play here where we're trying to determine the diamond content of the Guigues Kimberlite. Is that better? Okay. So again, welcome. Thank you for all coming. And Laura mentioned that the mineral chemistry is what has gotten us interested in the Guigues Kimberlite, and primarily we're interested in it because it is a close analog to the Victor diamond mine and the inclusions in the Victor diamond mine, which we'll show you a little bit of later. I'll try not to get too off in the technical part for her, but just show you enough to give you the story. But the Guigues pipe is also very useful as a target because it's in an area of extremely good access. There's highways and farm roads right up to the body. It's in an area with, see if I can point to it, power line right on just to the east of the body. And it's in an area with activity. 95-2 has diamonds. De Beers has been exploring in the Temiskaming area on both sides of the border, I believe. Certainly, they've announced programs in Ontario recently. So we're in a good address, excellent infrastructure, excellent access, and diamonds. And if we extend the Temiskaming structural zone, we get right up to the Victor mine, and we want to show you here some of the similarities. What Trésor has done at Guigues is basically two-step program. First, we collected RC samples from the very top of the kimberlite for indicator mineral analysis. And that lets us establish and evaluate the diamond potential. Second, and this is what we just completed in December, is a drill program to cover large parts of the pipe, most of the pipe. We completed 5 holes in December, a total of 1,432 meters. The RC program was very cheap, or economic would be perhaps a more elegant way to put it. Only cost us about $70,000 to sample the top of the Kimberlite. There's about 50 meters of overburden. We drilled very rapidly through the overburden, got to the top of the Kimberlite, and were able to collect 6 samples from the top of Kimberlite, which we then were able to concentrate the indicator minerals and look at the indicator minerals through microprobe. This just shows the RC holes that go straight to the top of Kimberlite. They didn't get down farther than that, and they were not really suitable for microdiamond tests given the breakage that could be associated with RC holes. But this gives a north-south cross-section showing the RC holes getting to the top of Kimberlite. Out of that RC program, we got a lot of indicator mineral chemistry. I'm not going to go through all this in any detail. I just want to point out the most interesting result for our point of view is the diamond inclusion compositions of the eclogites, which are trending upward in the sodium and low titanium window of diamond inclusion compositions from eclogite garnets. We also have a strong laserite trends and G10s, which are encouraging. And after we did our analysis of the indicator mineral chemistry, we passed the indicator mineral chemistry data on to Chuck Fipke and his lab, and his analysis using their proprietary classification system shows a lot of important eclogite garnets with diamond inclusion compositions, as well as laserite trend garnets with diamond inclusion compositions. Now the next step is, as data has become available, we can compare to Victor even more directly. This is a complete plot of Victor garnets from 2014, and this overlays our indicator mineral results from the garnets on the chromium calcium plot, with most of the garnets falling on a very comparable laserite trend. Also importantly, we have these low chromium garnets, which are the orange garnets, which are the eclogite garnets. Possibly a few more G10s from Guigues than from Victor, but those are the low chromium G10s and may not be as important as some of these laserite garnets and these eclogite garnets, as we can see with comparison to work that was done and published on the diamond inclusions at Victor. So in 2017, and then in more detail in 2019, researchers mainly based in Edmonton at the University of Alberta, Thomas Stockel, and led the publications, did analyses of almost 100 Victor diamond inclusions. Most of those diamond inclusions are laserite trend. A significant portion are eclogites, but it lacks the typical G10 Harzburgite inclusion composition that is probably more classically associated with diamond-bearing kimberlites. We then were able to reuse CF Minerals' proprietary classification system after it's been upgraded to include these Victor analyses and others around the world. And The proprietary classification system includes the new data, and using their updated system, they identify a strong laterite diamond inclusion component amongst the Guigues garnets. How we got there is just to start with, this is the garnet plot for the garnet inclusions in diamonds from Victor. As you can see, they're all on the laterite trend or on the eclogite trend. They're not occurring in the low calcium G10 area. I've drawn little fields around the laterite and eclogite trends from Victor just to help show how that compares with the Guigues pipe data. This is the Guigues pipe garnet data, again on the chromium calcium plot, with the purple diamonds being peridotite, laterite trend garnets, and the orange being the eclogite garnets with diamond inclusion compositions as classified by CF Minerals proprietary classification system. There's a very good match. The next thing we've done in December was a drill program to get core from different parts of the pipe that we can use for microdiamond tests. Right now, we have that core. We're doing detailed logging and preparing the samples to send to the lab. Sorry, I was going to make one more statement here. Well, there we go. Two of the drill holes were vertical, one in the north and one in the south part of the pipe, and they went down 300 meters in Kimberlite, so it's a substantial sized body. And we have pretty mantle indicators, mantle xenocris, mantle xenoliths, eclogite, laterite. Also have a bunch of limestone xenoliths in the body. We have very good drillers because we are in an area of excellent access with great infrastructure for economically testing things. The drillers were excellent and local. And this shows the drill traces over the mag. In the north and the south part, one of those squares are vertical holes to 300 meters in Kimberlite. And again, the probable outline based on the mag and the drill intersections is something like 4.5 hectares. It could be a little more to the north and to the south. And so to just quickly sum up, the mineral chemistry is comparable to the Victor pipe, the Victor diamond mine. The samples are being prepared for microdiamond testing now. Guigues has a substantial size and it's in a very good access and infrastructure area. I'm going to let Laura sum up here and mention a couple other things about Trésor.
Thank you, Harrison. Victor produced high-valued diamonds, and the abundance of eclogite and laterite indicators associated with diamonds make our 100% owned Guigues a high priority for an unconventional target, just like Victor. So that is the focus of our diamond portfolio. I'd like to mention that Trésor also has an advanced gold project in the Abitibi Greenstone Belt. It is a fully funded gold project. Fontana is 15 minutes outside the city of Amos, and we have a private company funding a 43-101 gold resource estimate on the property by spending $4 million over the next 4 years. So in summary, I'd like to invite you to booth 2233 to have a look at our Guigues Kimberlite drill core And I'd also like to thank Dr. Cookenboo for all of our efforts, and we are very excited to now move forward and provide our audience with microdiamond analysis results in the near future. Thank you very much.